Hi there, kitty cats. I want to give you some awesome advice today. So, I went from living in a tent to moving into this gorgeous 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom luxury house. How? Well, I'm a multi passionate solopreneur and I managed to combine all my passion, skills, and talents into creating amazing products and programs that actually earned money while I slept and enabled me to live a bit of a rock star life, really. All I did was take my brain to the bank, figuratively, of course. And I'd like to share with you my 5 top tips for what it takes to be a 6 figure solopreneur. Because let me be honest with you here, this path is not for everyone. There are coaches and mentors out there that would tell you that it is, and because they're trying to like obviously earn money from you. But I don't believe in beating around the bush on this. You have to be a certain kind of person to really make it as a solopreneur. It's not the easy path. It's actually far easier to go and get a normal job. But for those of you that have these certain qualities, entrepreneurial qualities, you'll find it very difficult to get a job, just like I did, because I'm too darn free-spirited and rebellious for that. So here are my 5 top qualities that it takes to be a solopreneur. Okay, the first one is you've really got to have passion, and I don't mean like a kind of empty, oh yeah, I love doing that kind of passion, but real gritty passion. You've got to really love what you do, even when the going gets tough. If you can't inject passion into your work, you're never going to get the following and the sales that you feel that you should. So it's not just like, think of passion a bit like lust. It's easy to like lust after someone, but real love comes when you know all the bad stuff too, and you still have that feeling for that person. So that's what your business is like too. A like empty passion at the beginning when you just think, oh, I could earn lots of money doing this or something, won't carry you through to the finish line when the going gets tough, because there was always a period, there's a honeymoon period, and at first you won't make any money, probably. If it's going to be tough, there's going to be tough times, so you've got to have that passion to see you through. The second thing is you really have to have high standards. It's very easy in this world with the internet and with places like ClickBank and all these gadgets at our disposal to put something really mediocre out in the world. But mediocrity doesn't sell long term. It may sell quickly in the beginning, but if you're an entrepreneur, you want to be in there for the long game, okay? So you've got to have high standards. You've got to have an eye for detail, and you've got to want to give the best of what you can do. High standards is, I believe, one of the founding principles of becoming a multiple 6 figure and 7 figure entrepreneur. The third key quality is ambition. You've got to be ambitious. If you're not really bothered, if you just want to have a little tiny business on the side, selling a few little things, making a couple £100 on the side, that's totally fine. But I wouldn't necessarily class you as an entrepreneur as such. There's a difference from being self-employed or being working from home and being an entrepreneur. Okay, so you've really got to have ambition. You've got to really want to put something in the world and stand by it and be proud of that. And it's kind of like a drive. It's like a driving force to want to get your thing out in the world. You'll know it if you have it. The other thing is, the fourth thing is being of service. You really, it's a really amazing character quality to want to be of service. And genuine solopreneurs and entrepreneurs do have this quality. They desire to be of service. If you're being an entrepreneur, you're in the service industry. You're serving someone, something. So you've got to want to be of service. You've got to want to help others. That's how networks are formed. It's how big things are created. It's how you get your name known, by being out there helping others. Okay. And the final thing is you've got to really have amazing motivation. You're on your own a lot when you're a solopreneur, like all the time, with only the video to talk to you. So you've really got to be self-motivated. You've got to be able to get up in the morning or afternoon, whenever it is you like getting up, and actually get stuff done. It's so easy when you work from your own home to get up, like mess around. Before you know it, it's midday. And then you're like, well, I'll just do the washing up, or the bathroom needs cleaning, the laundry needs doing. Oh, it's a sunny day, I'll just go and sit outside. Now, I do believe that as a solopreneur, you can have plenty of time off, and it's one of the reasons I went into, working for myself, among others. And freedom is a massive part of my world. I like to have the freedom to do what I want, to work when I want, to work with the clients that I want, and to go outside when it's sunny if I want to, because no one's telling me otherwise. But you've got to temper that with motivation. Okay, you've got to be motivated to get stuff done first. So this is where to-do lists and stuff come in handy. Whatever system you choose, it doesn't matter as long as it works for you. But you've got to be motivated to get stuff done. If you have zero self-motivation, it's going to be very difficult for you to launch and keep sales going into a solopreneur business. Okay, so just to recap for you, you really need to be passionate. You've got to love what you do. You've got to have high standards. You want to put the best stuff out into the world, not just quick stuff that's mediocre. You've got to have ambition. Yeah, it's all about the drive. You want to be of service, and you've got to genuinely want to help and serve others. And then you've got to have epic self-motivation to keep going. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful. If you have those 5 qualities, then there's no doubt that you can make it as a solopreneur, provided you also have something to actually give to the world. So there are other key qualities as well that I think are important, but I didn't want to overload you in this video. So those 5 really are the key ones, and some of them you can learn. I believe you can learn to be self-motivated. I believe you can learn to have high standards. I don't think you can learn to be passionate. So if you're going into business doing something you're not fully passionate and fired up about, it's the wrong business. You really should feel like, you really should want to jump out of bed and be like, oh my God, I can't wait to serve people today. I can't wait to put this out into the world today. That's what it should feel like as a solopreneur who's aligned with their real passion and purpose. So go get them and enjoy being on the path towards your 6-figure business. Okay, take care. See you soon.